Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Corinne Roth, and on this little episode, we're going to talk about how I lime washed my brick white. It was pretty inexpensive, pretty simple, so I'm going to walk you through all the materials I used and a tutorial of how exactly we did it. Just a quick little disclaimer as you're looking at these photos, we still have a lot of other updates to do at the house, like siding and some other wood accents and things like that. Just look at the lime washing. That's really what this video is for. I've had so many people asking what I thought about the product and the process, so that's what this video is about, and just realize it's a work in progress. So I'm going to get into why I chose to lime wash opposed to paint here in a second, but for now, here's a couple pictures of the before color of the brick just so you can kind of get an idea. And even if you look between these two windows here, you can see that there's some mildew or buildup or something like that. To be completely honest, I think that you should probably power wash or do some type of scrubbing, easy prep work. And the paint does say that, or the lime wash on the container, but I actually did not. I just sprayed it off and then I went to town. So this is the product that I used. I got 4 gallons of this Romabio, I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly, lime wash in the shade Bianco White. It is the whitest shade that they have, and I found it online on Home Depot, and then I drove about an hour and a half to pick it up in store. I actually ended up only using about half of this or maybe less, and we have a pretty good size house of the whole brick front, so just keep that in mind. It was a 4-gallon bucket, but if they have smaller sizes, you might start smaller. It was $249 plus tax for the 4-gallon size. I actually brushed on for the entire house and my best friend's house, as you're going to see later in this video. And these are my 2 favorite paint brushes. It makes all the difference. So these 2 are good from Home Depot or Lowe's. And this next one, do not get it. It sheds all over the place. So this one's good. This one by Anvil, do not recommend. Make sure you get a real good soft brush that can get in all the nooks and crannies of the bricks. The last couple things that you need are a paint mixer that will attach to a drill. So you also need a drill to really be able to mix it up really good. And then I got a smaller, like couple gallon bucket and a 5-gallon bucket, just so I had some options of mixing and carrying my paint around and all that stuff. So the actual lime wash bucket is really thick. It's kind of like clay, and I just basically scooped the clay into an empty bucket, and then I used hot water 1-to-1 ratio because I wanted it to be more opaque. You can always dilute it more, or I'm sure you can probably do, a higher consistency also, but that's what I did. And then you can see mixing it up with the drill really, really well. If it does sit for a while, I, would remix it too. I just started brushing it on there, and I was undecided because there's a lot of different ways that you can do this. If you follow their Instagram page and start researching, I didn't know if I wanted it really opaque or if I wanted to kind of wash off some of the bricks and give that more antique look. But as I was doing that, I decided I wanted to just go full coverage, opaque. And so just keep in mind that if you do want to wash some of the bricks off, or anytime that you get this product wet, it is going to drip. I had some concrete below, and as long as you scrub it off within, a couple hours, have a good scrub brush, get it wet and wash it off. It did come off for me. Just keep that in mind. Basically, you just want to protect everything that you don't want the product to get on. So another question that I got asked was, why did I decide to do lime wash opposed to painting the brick? So from the research that I've done, apparently whenever you paint brick, for one, it's a lot of maintenance, and it can also not be really good for the brick because it traps moisture inside of it. So that's where you get like the peeling and the chipping and all that stuff. So with lime washing, it's actually supposed to be good for the brick. It lets it breathe, and it can actually help with things like mildew and mold and certain bugs. And although there are a lot of options, whenever you're going to choose lime washing, I liked that with this product, the pigment was put into it that I could choose what shade of white that I was going to get and just have more control over it. And it was a more safe product than using some of those, powders and things that you really are mixing yourself, and, just all that guesswork. I didn't want to deal with it. I liked the guarantee. I liked the reviews that I saw. So that's why I chose this product. And most importantly to me, it's supposed to be extremely low maintenance and just look better as time goes on. The funny thing is, my best friend ended up liking it so much that she decided to do her house as well. So here's a couple pictures of her house on slightly different colored brick and what it looked like whenever we were in that process. And what was cool is we actually had enough left to do her house also from the same 4-gallon container that I had purchased for ours. I realized as we were doing her house that I don't have any video of me actually applying the LIMEWASH. So this is when we were actually putting it on. It's pretty self-explanatory, brushing it on. It's really not as bad as it seems. This is really just one coat on both of our houses with a couple touch-ups afterwards on some spots that went on kind of light. But a little bit really does go a long way, and it's really user-friendly. I didn't get the best after pictures of her house, and then my house still has a lot of things that need done, like siding replaced and things like that, to really get the full picture. But overall, I'm really impressed with the product. It was really great to work with. When we did it, it was both hot and sunny outside, and that seemed to make it dry really nice and quickly. It has rained since then, and it hasn't been affected at all. Also, they say that if you get it done and you absolutely hate it, you have 5 days to power wash it off. Now, I did not try that, but that's what is said. If you're wondering why I have this random video in here, it's because, for one, it's the only one I had, but also we just did this wood planked ceiling, and there is a video to come of that. So if you like all things DIY and home renovation, stay tuned. There's plenty more to come. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. It's just Corinne Roth on both of those. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments or DM me on one of those social channels. And please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. It means so much to me. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you have a great day. Thanks for watching.